Welcome back to my video. Today we are going to solve some questions, and these questions are of Unit 2 Kinematics. And in our previous videos, we covered all the concepts of the kinematics, and now we are solving the questions regarding those concepts. And before wasting any time, let's start with question number one. Says a sprinter starting from a blocks and reaches his full speed 9 meter per second in 1.5 seconds. What is his average acceleration? Now we know what is the formula of average acceleration and try to solve question number one. And before I give you a solution, try it by yourself and then to compare your answer with my solutions. Now, average acceleration, which is given by delta v upon delta t, means the change in velocity upon time taken. So here I write v minus u upon t, means here v is the final velocity, or you can say speed here, and this u is the initial speed, and t is the time. Here they mention he achieved 9 meter per second speed. That this is the final speed. Now, for the initial speed, they say the starting from the blocks means the start from the rest means the initial one is zero, and then it take its time about 1.5 second right here, and you will get the answer 6 meter per second square, which is a unit of acceleration. Okay, write this. Always write the unit. Okay. Now, our answer is average acceleration is 6 meter per second square. Now, question number two says a car is traveling at a speed of 25 meter per second. At this speed, it is capable of accelerating at 1.8 meter per second square. How long would it take to accelerate from 25 meter per second to the speed limit of 31 meter per second? Here, they mention the initial velocity, which is 25 meter per second. Okay. Now, if you want to accelerate this car by 1.8 meter per second square, so we have to find the time. Okay, how much time it is take to speed 25 meter per second to 31 meter per second, and the acceleration is 1.8. So again, we have a formula of acceleration is a is equal to delta v upon delta t. It in this question we need delta t, so take it subject here, and what is delta v? Delta v means final minus initial. The final speed here is 31 meter per second. The initial one is 25 meter per second. So subtract it upon acceleration. They give 1.8. Write it here. And when you solve this question formula, you will get the answer like 3.33 meter per second square. So now question number three says at an average speed of 24 kilometer per hour, how many kilometers will a cyclist travel in 75 minutes? So, what we have to find that how many kilometers means we need to find distance covered by the cyclist. Okay, they give us speed which is 24 kilometer per hour, and the time travel means 75 minutes. Okay, so do it yourself, then see the solution. Now, for solution, we have at a speed, means here I write as v, which is 24 kilometer per hour. Now, in time, we have in minutes. So we have to convert it in hour because we have a unit of velocity is in kilometer per hour. So in order to make same units, so we have to divide by 60. to make 75 minutes into the hour. So we got the hour 1.25 hour. Okay. Now we know the formula of velocity, or you can say speed, is distance traveled by the object upon taken time. So in this case, we need to find the distance. So subject, take a subject as a d here, and you know the value of v and t. Put it here, and you got the answer about 30 kilometer. 30 kilometer. Okay. Now, question number four says an aircraft travels 1600 kilometer in 2.5 hour. What is its average speed in meter per second? Here you read the question carefully. Okay. So the solution, we have a D. They give us 16 kilometer and take time is 2.5 hour. Okay. So we know the formula of the average speed is D upon T, and we got the answer 6 kilometer per hour. Some students, they are stopped here, but in the question they ask in meter per second. So whenever you uh, read the question, so read carefully, okay? So in this question, particular question, they mention in meter per second. So you need to find the answer in meter per second. So how we convert this kilometer per hour into the meter into second? So for that, remember, if you have a kilometer per hour, multiply by it into 5 above 18, you will get the answer in meter per second. If you have a answer in meter per second, and if you want to find in kilometer per hour, so you have to just reverse it. Okay, 18 by 5 in kilometer per hour. Okay, try to remember this two formula, which is very useful to solve any kind of like this questions. Okay, so we got the answer in 177.78 meter per second, and which is around 178 meter per second. So I hope you understand question number three and four. Question number five says, does a car speedometer register speed or velocity? Explain. So, uh, you have travel in car or a motorcycle, you see the like this speedometer, and they mentioned here the speed of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay. So now the indicator shows at some point, and which is like it is pointing the 40 means you are traveling with 40 kilometer per hour. Okay. But if you need to find where am I going means direction, I know the magnitude here I can find, but if I want to find the which direction am I going, you cannot give correct answer from this because it doesn't show the direction. It only shows the numbers, okay, means magnitude. So the answer of the question number five is it registered only speed. As you know, the speed is a scalar quantity, means it doesn't need to describe any speed to direction, okay. But on the other hand, the velocity, it needs magnitude as well as direction. Okay. So we didn't have any direction in the speedometer. So you can easily say the speedometer gives the speed. Okay. Here I mentioned the reason behind it. So it measures only how fast the vehicle is moving, means magnitude, regardless of the direction. Whereas velocity requires both magnitude and the specified direction. I hope you understand the question number five. Now we move forward. Question number six says an aircraft travels 1400 kilometer at speed of 700 kilometer per hour. Then it runs into the headwind that reduces its speed over the ground to 500 kilometer per hour for the next 800 kilometer. What is the total time for the flight? What is the average speed of the aircraft? Now, first, aircraft is travels with 700 kilometer per hour. for 1400 kilometer. So aircraft is going like this, but due to some air over here and which is going opposite to it, the speed of the aircraft decreases and 500 kilometer per hour attain this speed, okay, and for the same speed he travel 800 kilometer. So we need to find the total time of for flight. So we have a velocity, we have a distance. So all you know that what is the formula for it means we have a D1 means first 1400 kilometer for speed 700 kilometer per hour. So time for the travel this distance with this speed takes 2 hours. Now it speed decreases and attain the speed of 500 kilometer per hour. And for this speed, it covered 800 kilometer per hour. So for T2, we give 1.6 hour. So we need total time. Okay, total time. So we have to just add these two quantities. Okay, you will get the answer 3.6 hour. Now another question is average speed of the aircraft. Now you have a total time and total distance. Here I talking about distance. Okay, so it means distance is a scalar. Okay, so not bother about the direction here. So you have to just add means you will get 2200 kilometer. Now at a speed d upon t, this formula you will get the answer in kilometer per hour, 611.1 kilometer per hour. Here they didn't mention about the in which quantity in which quantity you need kilometer per hour or meter per second. So you can rest question over here like this. You didn't find in meter per second. They didn't mention. Okay, so this is all about question number 5 and 6. I hope you understand these two questions. Now we move forward. Question number 7 says a sports car can stop in 6.1 second from speed of 110 kilometer per hour. What is its acceleration? So the sport car is moving with velocity about speed of 110 kilometer per hour, and it should be stopped in 6.1 second. Means this going some, it covers some distance and it will stop here. Now, what is this acceleration? So, you know, here I denote initial speed as a u, and the final value speed is a v. Now, here you can see the initial speed is about 110 kilometer per hour. And after the car stop, the velocity of car is zero. So it is 0 kilometer per hour. Okay. I hope you understand this kind of concept. And the difference and in this two speed take time about 6.1 second. Okay. So initial speed 110 kilometer per hour. Why I convert this into meter into second? Because the time is given in second. So you have to just 100, 110, and you have to just, as I say, multiply by with 5 upon 18. Okay, you will get the answer about 30.56 meter per second. Now you know V, U, and T. 0 minus 30.56 upon 6.1. And you will get the answer here. Answer is negative. Why? Because here there is no acceleration over here. You can say rather than acceleration, you can say de-acceleration happen here. Means some speed, object is going some speed, and it eventually it goes speeding down and take the final velocity is zero. So it means some kind of deceleration happen here. Okay. Now question number 8. Can the velocity of particle change if its speed is constant? Can speed of the particle change if its velocity is constant? If the answers to either question is yes, give examples. Okay. Now for the first question, if the velocity of the particle change if its speed is constant, now take a speed is constant, okay, speed constant. So in this question, you have to remember or recall the definition of velocity and speed and the what is the difference between speed and the velocity. If you know this, you can easily give the answer. Okay. For the first question, means can velocity change if speed is constant? Yes. Why? Because let's suppose a car is moving around the circle. Means car is going like this. Okay. Track at a means take as a speed 50 km per hour. Let's suppose because of its direction of motion constantly changing means at some time car is over here, the speed direction of car speed of car is about this direction. Now after some time the car at here, the direction, the velocity here. So for this particle and then for this position, the direction is different over here. Regardless, the speed is constant, 50. Okay. So the change in direction continuously after some time. Okay. So you can say the velocity is changing if speed is a constant. Okay. Now question number 2 says, can speed change if velocity is constant? No. Why? Let's suppose uh, car is going this direction. Okay. Constant velocity means same magnitude and same direction as well. So if you know the definition of speed, it says that the magnitude should be constant of the motion throughout the motion. So here in the definition of velocity, it covers the definition of speed. So you can easily say that the velocity, if velocity is constant, then speed should be or must be constant. Okay. This is about question number 7 and question number 8. Now we move forward. Question number 9. A car increases its speed from 25 meter per second to 31 meter per second with uniform acceleration of 1.8 meter per second square. How far does it travel while accelerating? Here, in question, they clearly say that the motion is throughout the uniform acceleration. Means what? You can use here equation of motion. I hope you recall or remember those equation of motion. Let me write here. V is equals to u plus at. First equation. Second is ut plus half at square. And the third one is v square minus u square is equals to 2as. So if you remember these three equations, you can easily solve this kind of questions. Okay. So in the question, they say the initial speed, final speed, and then they give acceleration also. So how far does it travel while accelerating? So we need to find s. So uh, take this data and try to choose which equation we are using in this particular questions. Okay, this is a best technique. First, we have to write what is given here and compare it with this three equation and uh, keep in mind what is here to find. Okay, here as I say, s should be 5 means distance. Okay, so question number 9, we have a initial speed, final speed, and a. So we use this equation. V square is equal to u square plus 2as. So we got the 93 meter. So in this type of questions, you have to just pause your mind and try to recall this question equations, and in the question what we are given to you and what you have to find, compare with these three equations, and then you can easily understand and solve the questions. Okay, now in question number 10 says average acceleration of a sprinter from time of leaving the blocks to reaching her maximum speed 9 meter per second is 6 meter per second square, which is means it is A and this is a V. Okay, from the unit you can easily identify what is the value. Okay, what is the figure indicates. For how long does she accelerate means time? What distance does she cover in this time means distance s. Okay, now try by yourself, try to solve. Now the solution is u is equal to 0 because it starts from the rest. We attain the speed after some time, which is 9 meter per second, and the acceleration to change the state means change the velocity is about 6 meter per second square. We have to find the time it taken time. So we use these equations and we got the answer 1.5 second. Now we also find that the need to find that s means distance. For that, we have a two method. First, use these equations. In this equation, you have a u, t, which is you can easily found here, and a given to you, and t is here. So for this, you can easily solve the equation, and you got the answer 6.8 meter. Now, for method two, we have a definition of velocity is like this. And the average velocity, you can also write like this: u final plus initial by 2 means average velocity. Now you have to compare these two formulas, and you know u, v, 2 is a constant. You need to find delta x, you know the delta t, which is 1.5 second. So you can easily find the same value from these equations. Okay, so this is all about question number 9 and 10. Okay, I hope you understand this how to apply equation motion in particular question. Okay, now question number 11. A cricketer throws a ball vertically upward means in this direction into the air with initial velocity 18 meter per second means you can say u. How high does the ball go means how uh, it will attain this height from this. It's you to find h, or you can say s. Okay, how long it is before it returns to the cricketer's hand. If you throw a ball, okay, you imagine ball. After some time, it will go into the ground because we have a gravity here. Okay, so try to understand this scenario and try to solve by yourself. Okay, now solution here. Initial speed is 18 meter per second. You know, g is a constant. and value is 9.8 meter per second square. In this case, you can easily, this is the whole motion is in constant acceleration during the whole motion. A is a constant, so you can easily apply equation of motion over here. So uh, A is equal to g 9.8 meter per second square. It is downward direction. Now the velocity is zero. Why? If you attain some ball is attain some maximum height at that particular time, the speed of the ball is zero. That's why it is going downward here due to this gravity. Okay. Now you have to find S and use this equation, and you got the answer 16.5 meter. So this is the answer of how high does ball go. Now in the second question, we need to find time. So here I mention the why we take v is equals to 0 and g here. So the ball has an upward velocity but a downward acceleration. At that, the highest point, velocity is 0, but not the acceleration is 0. If you, this is the final point. At this point, it is g is always there, but at this point, v is equal to 0. Okay. After ball caught by the cricketer, displacement is 0. Means this is going like this, and this is the taken as the same path. Okay, it covers same path, so displacement is 0, not distance. Okay, so s is usually plus half 80 square. We need to find t, so put value here, and you got the formula like here. It means t, either t is 0 or t is equal to 3.7 second. So what is our answer for that? At t is equal to 0 means the ball is in the hand of a cricketer when it is about to throw in the upward direction. It is time about that because we take here displacement as 0. So at this time, we have also displacement over 0. And after some, it takes ball throw, it take attend some high position, and it will come back to the cricketer hand. And it is also says the s is equal to 0 means there are two scenarios. For the first scenario, we have t is equal to 0. And the second one, after coming back to the ball, it takes time 3.7 seconds. So that's why we have a two answer over here. Okay, this is I mentioned over here the reason behind it, and as I illustrate over here. Okay, I hope you understand these questions and solutions and try to remember the formula of equation of motion. So keep practicing. Subscribe for more physics lecture.